The animal kingdom is full of fascinating and diverse creatures, each with their own unique adaptations and behaviors. Some of these behaviors are so bizarre and unexpected that they defy our common sense and challenge our understanding of nature. In this informative video, we will explore 10 of the weirdest animal behaviors that have been observed by scientists and animal lovers alike. Fainting goats, a rare breed of farm animals. Fainting goats are a type of domestic goat that have a genetic condition called myotonia congenita. This condition causes their muscles to stiffen and freeze when they are startled or excited, making them fall over or appear to faint. This is not harmful to the goats, and they usually recover in a few seconds. Fainting goats are also known as myotonic goats, wooden leg goats, stiff leg goats, nervous goats, or Tennessee fainting goats. They originated in the 1880s in Tennessee, when a farm worker named John Tinsley brought 4 of these goats from Nova Scotia. The breed became popular among farmers because they were easy to care for and had good meat and milk production. Fainting goats are recognized by the American Goat Society and the International Fainting Goat Association. They come in various colors and patterns and can have horns or be polled. They are friendly, intelligent, and curious animals that make good pets and companions. They can also be used for weed control, land clearing, and meat production. If you are interested in owning a fainting goat, you should do some research and find a reputable breeder. You should also provide them with a safe and comfortable environment, a balanced diet, regular health care, and social interaction. Fainting goats are a rare and unique breed of farm animals that can bring joy and laughter to your life. Pitcher plants, the carnivorous plants that trap and digest prey. Pitcher plants are a group of plants that have evolved to capture and digest insects and other small animals. They are found in various regions of the world, such as Asia, Australia, Africa, and America. Pitcher plants have modified leaves that form a hollow tube or pitcher, which is filled with a liquid that attracts and drowns the prey. The liquid also contains enzymes and bacteria that break down the prey into nutrients that the plant can absorb. Pitcher plants are adapted to grow in nutrient-poor soils, where they supplement their diet with animal matter. Some pitcher plants have symbiotic relationships with other organisms, such as ants, frogs, and bats, that live inside or near the pitchers and benefit from the protection or food provided by the plant. Horned lizards spray blood as a defense mechanism. Horned lizards are a group of reptiles native to North and Central America. They have spiny scales on their bodies and horns on their heads that give them a fierce appearance. But their most remarkable feature is their ability to squirt blood from their eyes when threatened by predators. This unusual defense mechanism is called autohemorrhaging. Horned lizards have special blood vessels in their eyes that can rupture under high pressure. By constricting the muscles around these vessels, the lizards can increase the blood pressure and force a stream of blood out of their eye sockets. The blood can travel up to 1.5 meters or 5 feet, and has a foul taste and smell that deters predators such as coyotes, foxes, and hawks. Horned lizards use this tactic as a last resort when they cannot escape or camouflage themselves. It does not harm them, but it does reduce their blood volume and may make them more vulnerable to dehydration and infection. Therefore, horned lizards only spray blood when they feel their life is in danger. Mole rats are quite the athletes. Mole rats are not your typical rodents. These underground dwellers have some amazing abilities that make them stand out from other animals. For example, did you know that mole rats can run backwards as fast as they can run forwards? This helps them escape from predators and navigate their complex tunnel systems. Mole rats are also very social and cooperative. They live in large colonies with a queen who is the only one who reproduces. The other mole rats work together to find food, maintain the tunnels, and defend the colony. Mole rats are also very resistant to pain and diseases. They can tolerate high levels of carbon dioxide and low levels of oxygen in their environment. They also have a special gene that protects them from cancer. Mole rats are truly remarkable creatures that deserve more attention and admiration. Crows, don't forget. Crows are among the most intelligent animals on the planet. They have remarkable memory skills and can recognize individual faces and voices. They can also hold grudges and seek revenge on those who have wronged them. One study showed that crows can remember the faces of people who captured and tagged them for up to 5 years. They also learn to associate those faces with danger and avoided them in the future. They even taught other crows to do the same. Another study found that crows can distinguish between friendly and hostile human voices. They responded more positively to the voices of people who fed them and more negatively to the voices of people who chased them away. These findings suggest that crows have a complex social cognition and a long-term memory that helps them survive and thrive in their environment. Crows don't forget, so be nice to them. Vervet monkeys love alcohol. Did you know that some vervet monkeys have a fondness for alcoholic drinks? These monkeys live on the Caribbean island of St. Kitts, where they often raid local bars and steal cocktails from tourists and residents. They have developed a taste for rum, which they usually mix with sugary beverages. Some of these monkeys drink only alcohol and can get drunk, while others prefer non-alcoholic drinks or water. Their drinking habits vary from individual to individual, and some of them show signs of withdrawal when alcohol is not available. They also exhibit changes in their social behavior, such as increased aggression, irritability, and stereotypy. Scientists have studied these monkeys to understand the biological and psychological factors that influence alcohol consumption and addiction. They have found that some monkeys have higher levels of certain brain chemicals, such as serotonin and dopamine, after drinking alcohol. They have also tested a hormone called FGF21, which is produced by the liver and regulates metabolism, and found that it can reduce alcohol intake by 50% if given preventively. Vervet monkeys are fascinating animals that can teach us a lot about human behavior and health. They are also endangered due to habitat loss and hunting, so we should respect and protect them. The spotted skunk is a natural gymnast. Did you know that the spotted skunk can perform a handstand? This acrobatic feat is not just for show, but a way to warn off predators. The spotted skunk belongs to the family of skunks that can spray a foul-smelling liquid from their anal glands. But before they do that, they try to scare away their enemies by standing on their front legs and raising their tails high in the air. This posture makes them look bigger and more intimidating, and also gives them a better aim for their spray. The spotted skunk is the only skunk species that can do a handstand, and it is also one of the smallest and most agile. It can climb trees, jump, and even somersault. The spotted skunk lives in North and Central America and has 4 subspecies with different patterns of white spots on their black fur. They are nocturnal animals that feed on insects, rodents, fruits, and eggs. The next time you see a spotted skunk, don't be surprised if it does a handstand in front of you. It's just their way of saying back off. Army ants walk until they die. Army ants are a type of nomadic ant that form large colonies and raid other insects for food. They are constantly on the move, building temporary nests out of their own bodies and following pheromone trails laid by the leader ants. But what happens when the leader ants lose their way? Sometimes due to environmental factors or human interference, the leader ants may circle back on their own trail and create a closed loop. This is called an ant mill, and it can be fatal for the colony. The ants will keep following the trail endlessly until they die of exhaustion or starvation. This phenomenon has been observed in nature and in laboratory settings, and it shows how army ants rely on collective intelligence rather than individual decision-making. Ant mills are rare, but they are not the only challenge that army ants face. They also have to deal with predators, parasites, competitors, and changing habitats. Army ants are resilient and adaptable, but they also have a dark side. They will cannibalize their own colony members if food is scarce or if they sense weakness. Army ants are fascinating creatures that demonstrate both the power and the pitfalls of social behavior. Pistol shrimp have the best snap ever. Did you know that some shrimps can create a sonic boom with their claws? These are called pistol shrimps, and they have a special claw that can snap shut so fast that it creates a bubble of hot gas. This bubble then collapses with a loud pop, reaching temperatures of over 5,000 degrees centigrade, and producing a shock wave that can stun or kill their prey. Pistol shrimps use this amazing ability to hunt, defend themselves, and communicate with other shrimps. They are one of the loudest animals in the ocean, and their snaps can interfere with sonar and underwater communication devices. Pistol shrimps are truly remarkable creatures that show us the power of nature's engineering. Cows all face the same direction when they eat. Have you ever noticed that cows all face the same direction when they eat? This is not a coincidence, but a result of their magnetic sense. Cows can sense the Earth's magnetic field and align themselves with it when grazing or resting. This behavior helps them to orient themselves in their environment and avoid predators. Scientists have observed this phenomenon in other animals as well, such as deer, birds, and fish. The next time you see a herd of cows, pay attention to their alignment, and you might discover something new about nature. These are just some of the weirdest animal behaviors that have been observed by scientists and naturalists. From the fainting goats to the cows facing the same direction when they eat, these animals show us that nature is full of surprises and mysteries. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the amazing diversity of life on Earth. If you liked this video, please share it with your friends and leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.